Mary Tyler Moore Show. And Rhoda, she is a 4-time Emmy winner who's inspiring all of us with her positive spirit and her great moves on Dancing with the Stars. Take a look. Have a seat next to me.
Yes, Dancing with the Stars. Oh, honey, it's so nice to be here. I'm such a major fan of yours. Before you start talking about me, I think you are absolutely superb, funny from your early days in Chicago.
Yes.
But I remember you, one of the great comedy moments in filmdom was you out of a sound sleep punching the hell out of Steve Martin to the ground. It was so great.
My friends still make me do that. Yeah. Who that? Who that?
Yes. It was great. It was so culturally accurate and great.
You.
It was
thank
great.
You so much.
Yeah. Beautiful.
This is crazy. Valerie Harper is telling me this stuff.
But isn't she great?
You know,
I'm a fan.
I appreciate that. You've been so inspirational through the years. I've loved watching you when I was younger, when you played Rhoda on Mary Tyler Moore, when you were Rhoda on your own show.
The 70s. That was a long time ago.
And that was my childhood. That was my childhood. So those were the first impressions that I had of what life outside of my house and my family was like.
That's great.
And
Speaking of family, your mother is a darling. I love your relationship with her is palpable.
Yes.
I mean, and I've not met you before, but I know this goes on with you and Mommy.
Yes, it does.
And it's
she's watching right now.
Oh, good.
She's watching you right now.
Hi, Mom.
So you're doing Dancing with the Stars now.
Oh,
I think it's so incredible. Was that a tough decision for you? Because that seems like when you sign up, it's on.
You do.
What made you want to do it?
Well, I had always loved the show, and I'd watched it. I was a former dancer, but it was 50 years ago that I was on Broadway, because at 74, you look back and suddenly, where did the time go? And I
74.
never... Yeah.
Look at that style. You still got style. Girl, look at your style. You look amazing. Come on.
I'm lucky. But the thing was that I felt I couldn't dance like I used to. I had this image of myself as a really proficient dancer, and I was heavy. I had gained a lot of weight since my dancing days, so I said, oh, I don't want to do it. But it was my husband, and when I got the cancer diagnosis, he said, that's the reason to do it. That is, forget about your vanity, about how wide your hips are, or that you can't dance like you used to, that you've slowed down. Get out there. If they've invited you, don't sit it out, but dance. So I said yes.
Because that's what I'm talking about. In the words of Maya Angelou, it's the sway in your hips.
Is that Maya?
Those hips?
Beautiful
Yes.
Maya. Oh my God,
How
yes.
are you doing?
I'm doing well, and it was Tony, my husband, Tony Cacciati. He said, Val, you got to keep moving. You have to keep exercising. And my doctors say it's fine. This particular, I have lung cancer, but it's occurring in the lining of my brain. Go figure. But they're doing such research and moving forward on treatment that I am on a program now with a wonderful Dr. Natali and Dr. Rudnick at Cedars-Sinai that is really working. And each subsequent brain scan has looked improved. And though what I have is incurable, that's okay. I can work with it.
That's what I'm talking
And that's what my dancing is, inviting people. In fact, we got a great email from a woman to Tony saying, I want you to know, Mr. Cacciati, that my mom has cancer. And she's real worried and really depressed. And she saw Miss Harper the opening night with the blue dress 2 weeks ago. And she said the next day, she said, I'm going back to dance class, and did so.
You see? I mean, I think it's fantastic.
It is.
That should show what an inspiration.
Yeah, don't stop living.
Now you want to raise awareness about lung cancer, though.
Oh yeah,
why is that
because
so important?
it's got a really terrible name, and it should, because 30% of cancer deaths are lung cancer. Yet there's very little money for research because people say, stigmatizing it, oh, they have cancer because they smoke. They
Right.
must be a smoker.
Right.
You guys really have to get this. 60% of the new diagnosed lung cancer cases were non-smokers. Either they never smoked like me, or they stopped smoking, years ago.
And you
decades.
found out accidentally.
I did. I was getting wrist surgery, and I
Really?
was getting an X-ray because they don't take you into the operating room without it
Right.
to look at your lungs. And there it was. So we stopped the wrist surgery and went right to the operating room. Wonderful surgeon, Dr. McKenna.
That must have been a big swing. You're going for wrist surgery, and it's like,
suddenly,
wait.
yes, you got to do this first. That was 5 years ago.
I'll tell you what, though, your attitude has been a lesson to all of us. I've been watching you. I've been seeing you
sweet.
everywhere.
I
and,
know.
Your smile is just magnetic.
Well.
You just draw people in. Your eyes are just, you just have always lit people up, and right? And you say that you deal with this going through a mind, body, and spirit connection.
I do. My daughter, Christina, told me about an acupuncturist who has wonderful herbal tea. I'm doing that. I'm taking the tea every day. Yeah, I am. And I'm doing imagery.
Wonderful herbal tea.
No, honest to God. It's actually granules. Now we're getting in deeper. It's traditional Chinese medicine. It really is.
Well,
he's Dr. Wen. He's in Beverly
Been
Hills.
around for thousands of years.
Exactly.
I love the combination of Eastern and Western medicine because there are just
Absolutely.
things that are happening around the world that literally have been happening thousands of years and working.
Mind,
and when we
body,
combine them
spirit
with us,
are one.
It's
and
a whole-
and I'm doing imagery from a book about visualizing yourself disposing of the cancer, however you want to do. I have some comedic things I do. I talk to them and say, get out. I said, guys, you're killing the host. You could stay here if you don't take me out.
Guys,
We
you're
can
killing the
continue-
host. I love
Yes,
that.
it's true.
Well, they're going to take me out if I don't take a break.
Okay.
We'll be right back with more Valerie Harper and her partner Tristan.
Tristan.
I'll be right back and I'll crash up. Coming up. And next, you see why you wanted to do the show.
It's pretty easy on the eyes.
I'd say so. Go deep.
You go deep.
Now, if you just slip that between all of this, you guys are going to win.
Head up.
Watching Valerie work through her mistakes and work through her difficulties, it's very inspiring for me. Yes.
As I fall down, except you're there. Terrible.
No.
Okay.
You're an amazing person, Valerie Harper. You know that?
How so?
It makes me feel very proud to know that I'm the person that gets to help her through that.
Oh my goodness. We are back with Valerie Harper and her dance partner, Tristan McManus. Tristan, you got everybody tearing up in here.
I know. I knew it was going to come back to haunt me, that one.
No, but it was absolutely beautiful. What does it mean to work with Valerie?
It's great. Yeah. It's unbelievable because I'm Irish, obviously. I don't know too much about the Mary Tyler Moore Show or Rhoda or anything like that. And
What's going on over there?
I know.
Hey.
But everyone's telling me how lucky and great it is to spend time with Rhoda and stuff. And it's I feel so lucky because I get to spend time with Valerie. And I don't need to know who Rhoda was. I don't need to know who the Mary Tyler Moore Show. But it's like I said, it's inspirational. Of course it is. It's great time.
Valerie, I can see why you wanted to do the show.
Well, no, they assign you. But when I opened
Take
the
that
door,
compliment back there. That's all right.
I thought, oh my God, it's Tristan. I love his work. I think he's so talented and fantastic dancer on the show. And he's charming and pretty easy on the eyes.
I'd say so.
Although, he's my grandson. Let's just remember that.
Yes.
In terms of years.
Is
But
it
he's
hard
great.
dancing with your grandson like that?
No, because we haven't been doing sexy stuff, and we're not going to be.
We're a close
Otherwise,
family.
I'll look like a pedophile. No. It's true.
I'm gonna leave that one alone. No, but I think you guys make a great couple. He seems to be a great leader. I mean, just watching you in that clip, it just was so wonderful. Your posture and you You really working.
We've been working on it. I'm continuing to. That's why it's
What-
great to have another chance. I'm so glad I wasn't eliminated because we get next.
That's right.
Next week we're going to
Yes.
do something comedic.
Are
And
you
that'll be
saying?
fun.
Oh, something comedic. That will be fun.
He's got a great concept. He's really a
Don't
very
tell us.
I'm not multi-talented guy because I have a director as well and a writer and
Right.
and he can really sing. So yes, you are. You're wonderful.
Well, we
Face
might
it.
have to get a little treat out of Tristan one of these days on the show. We have a stage and microphones, and
Right.
we can rustle up a band around here.
We saw.
We can make it happen. So the funny thing I read is you say it's your knees, not the cancer, that's really bothering you in this performance on the show.
There's nothing really wrong. I've had, again, with the MRI, early detection kids, that's the
Yeah.
answer to a lot of things. There's nothing really wrong that requires surgery. But there's intense pain. And I remember this from when I was 20, that's a dancer's life, or a football player's, or, and a lot of guys have come on our show. Suddenly it's our show, right? Well, it is.
I like it.
It
It's
is
always
this
our
week.
show until we're off it.
Your vibe is just so good.
Oh, honey.
I mean, doesn't she just have the most wonderful?
I'm just glad to be here. I mean,
No, that's right.
I'm dancing with this thing when I was supposed to be dead. And that's why I want to encourage people, just keep moving.
Right.
And my husband said, you got to do it. And my book had ended with me saying, I'm cancer-free. Came out in January. That's exactly when I got this. Lepto is the name of the disease I have. It used to be a death sentence, and obviously it's not yet.
Tell me about your body, though. Are you feeling parts that you really didn't know you had? Because it seems like every time someone does Dancing with the Stars, their bodies change.
Oh,
it's
I've
like
lost-
working out for 8 hours every day. Are you feeling, that's new? Okay, that's good stuff. I mean, you do it all the time, so it's
Oh,
not.
right?
yes. And they work through pain, these kids. I
Right.
mean, I see them with knee pads and stuff.
Have
during
you lost
rehearsal.
weight, all that
Yes,
kind of stuff?
I have lost weight since working with Tristan, which has been wonderful. But I am not, because of the knees, they're 74 years
Well,
old.
you
They're
know,
not working
that's
like they
okay,
used to.
that's okay.
I can't, I find myself ashamed that I'm not sweating. I have never shared this with
That
you.
must be nice.
But when we work,
Probably too busy talking.
maybe.
Talking
Yeah, you seem
days,
like you're
Valerie
trying-
Harbour.
Listen, I'm here for you. I want to help
know
you out.
that.
I want to help you out.
Okay.
Now,
What do you
athletes
got?
win a lot on Dancing with the Stars.
Yes.
So, and it is football season. So I
She loves
figured
football, this girl.
I would give you guys. I do.
I do.
I figured I would give you some tips. Tristan,
Yeah,
you
I need
got to
them.
get
I
some
need
tips
them.
here because it's not all about just ballroom and
course.
you got to get to the people who watch the football.
Yeah.
So-
That's great.
a
And make the
market there
phone
now,
calls
there's
and
a
do the vote. So I want
Right.
to teach you a couple of moves.
Right.
You can stand and watch.
All right.
We're gonna let Tristan do the heavy lifting. Okay. Now first, it's football season, so you got to present,
All right.
right? And then, after you hike the ball, you got to go back, because you're about to throw it.
All right.
So if you work that in there, it'll make a mind visualization connection.
There it is.
She knows about that.
can
And
do
then you got to go deep. So you go deep and throw it deep. You go deep. You go deep.
Oh,
Got that?
Yeah. And then you have
Now,
to-
if you can manage to slip that between all of this,
All right.
I think you guys are going to win. Thank you so much to Tristan and to Valerie and to everyone here. You are getting Valerie's book. Arona. Slip that moving. We're going to win. And you can watch Dancing with the Stars Mondays at 8 on ABC. Irona in stores now. Or go home with a copy. Be right back.
Congratulations.